What up, YouTube? It's your boy Bookie coming out with the picks for Week 13 in the NFL. I'm sorry, I did not make my picks for Week 12 on my YouTube channel. It was Thanksgiving weekend, and I just hope that everybody had a good Thanksgiving and had a good time with their family on Zoom. I had Thanksgiving with my family over the Zoom video. So yeah. So these are the picks for Week 13. Week 12 was a long week because of the Baltimore Ravens and the Steelers. They tested positive, so they had to postpone the game until Tuesday, and I guess somebody tested positive, so they pushed it to Wednesday, so we didn't have any games for today, which is actually Thursday. So we didn't have any games because of the Baltimore Steelers game. But yeah, so let's get into the picks for the Week 13. The New Orleans Saints are going to go against the Falcons. The Saints are favored by 3. The over and under is 45. The Falcons just came out with a beat down to the Las Vegas area, excuse me. But the Saints, they they didn't have a good game against, Taysom Hill. Didn't have a great game. But, I think that the Saints are going to pull off this win. I don't believe that the Falcons could win again, beat this New Orleans team. So then on game 2, we have my Chicago Bears versus the Detroit Lions. Now this is going to be, the Bears are going to be favored by 3. And whoever thought that, we haven't been favored since the New York Giants game. And, we've been not favored all the games that we played this season. Is because, those 5 games that we won are just pure lucky. And last time when we played the Detroit Lions, we almost lost that game. If it wasn't for that Swift missing that, dropping the football, we would have lost that game. But yeah, Mitch Trubisky had to come back in the 4th quarter to win that game. I think he threw 3 interceptions in that game, so it was not a very good, good game to start the season. So, but yeah, but I know Hakeem Hicks, I think he's gonna play. I'm not sure. He was played in practices. But I heard that Kenny Galloway is gonna be probably out. He's out. And Swift, he might be out because of concussion protocol. And then I hear Matthew Stafford had a problem with his thumb on his throwing arm. So but yeah, Matt Nagy said that it's official that Mitch Trubisky is gonna be the starting quarterback for the Bears this Sunday. So but I'm gonna be picking the Bears. They needed this win if they want to be contended for the wild card, because they're in the hunt for the wild card. So but if we lose this game, it's gonna be so hard for Matt Nagy, and he he put threw everybody under the bus, and he threw the defense, and defense was practically they were keeping the Bears in every game, and I was surprised, he threw them under the bus, but yeah, because I think, man, this looked like the Bears just gave up, and I think they just gave up on Matt Nagy. So hopefully, if they lose this game, he might be fired. But I don't think it's gonna happen till the end of the season. So we'll see. Yeah, the Lions just fired their head coach Matt Patricia, and then they also fired their general manager. So, but you know, these two teams that fired their coaches and they got wins like the Falcons and the Texans. And I thought, you know, the Jaguars fired their coach, but actually, I think it was just the general manager. I'm not sure. Don't call me, you know, that I'm not finished. So, you know, but I'm just saying the Bears are gonna win this game. So, then we're gonna go to the Cleveland Browns versus the Tennessee Titans. Now, the Tennessee Titans are favored by 5.5, and the over and under is 54. You know, I don't think, you know, nobody could stop Derrick Henry, man. He's unstoppable. But you know, the Browns, man. I don't know what the Browns, you know, they could be, they're hot sometimes and then they're not. So, but I want to be Tennessee to win this game because they, so then when we go on to Cincinnati Bengals. Now, Tua might not be the starter because I think that he's a late, you know, this is decided at the last minute, and so might be Fitzpatrick to be a starter, but yeah, the Dolphins are favored by 11.5, and the over and under is 42 points. Now, give me the Dolphins to win that game because I don't think the Bengals have it. Go beat the Dolphins. So then we're gonna go to the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Vikings. I think the Vikings are favored by 10, and the over and under is 51. Now, the Vikings, you know, they just beat the Lions last week in the heartbreaker. You know, it was a close game. Yeah, but I think they would want to get the W, you know. But I don't think, you know, the Jaguars want to win because they want to compete with the Jets because you know, those two teams are fighting for the #1 draft pick. So, I mean, the Jacksonville Jaguars, they only won one game this season. So, yeah, so I'm going to be picking the purple people eaters, the Vikings to win this game. Then we're going to go to the Oakland Raiders versus the New York Jets. Now, the Las Vegas Raiders just came with a horrible loss to the Falcons last weekend and got their butts whooped. So, but, you know, no way that the Jets are gonna, no way that the Jets could win this game, you know. I think they're gonna try to keep on tanking it, you know, and try to get, you know, just trying to get Trevor, you know, Lawrence. So, man, but the Las Vegas Raiders are favored by 8 points, and the over and under is 47 points. So, yeah, so as I said, the Raiders. Then we got the Houston Texans versus the Colts. Now, I think the Colts are favored by 3, and the over and under is 51. So, but I'm picking, so I'm going to say the Colts win this game. And then we're going to go on to the Arizona versus the Los Angeles Rams. Now, I think the Rams are favored by 2.5, and the over is 48. I don't know, man. They're like the Rams are like hot and cold, you know, like because one time they win and the next time they lose, you know, and they always get beaten by the 49ers. But Arizona, I don't know what's going on. I think they're just still in the hunt for the wild card. So, but yeah, give me. I think Arizona could pull out this win, you know. So, yeah. Then we're gonna go to the New York Giants. The Giants versus Seattle Seahawks. Now the Seahawks are favored by 10, and the over and under is 47. Seattle, give me Seattle to win this game. No way, because I don't think because I heard that the Giants are, starter quarterback is injured or something like that. He's not Danny Dimes, man. So then we're gonna go to the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Packers. The Packers just beat on my Bears last weekend. The Packers are favored to win this by 8.5, and the over and under is 47. I don't think the Eagles could beat the Packers. The Eagles last year beat the Packers, but yeah, as much as I hate to say this, I'm gonna pick up the Packers to win this game. And then we're gonna go to the Los Angeles Chargers versus the New England Patriots. Now there's no point spread for this game, so but the point over and under is 47. I don't know, the Pats just won last weekend, so the Chargers, but give me I'm gonna say the Chargers is gonna beat the Patriots. So then we're gonna go to the Denver Broncos versus the Kansas City Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs are favored by 14, and the over and under is by 51 points. Now, man, the Broncos are awful, man. Didn't they have so Kansas City all day long? They just got that one again last week against Tampa Bay and Tom Brady. They blew. So give me Kansas City to win. Then I'm gonna go to the Washington No Names versus the Steelers. Now the Steelers are favored by 8 points, and the over and under is 42. Now you think that Washington might pull out this win and end the streak, for the Steelers, because the Steelers haven't lost a game at all. But give me the Steelers to win this game. I think they're going to go they win every game. I think their schedule is pretty easy. The games they have left are easy, so I think I'm picking the Steelers to win this game. Then we're going to go to the 49ers versus the Bills. Now there's no point spread on this one. 47 points and it is over and under. But man, the 49ers, they just man up with all these injuries, and they're losing guys like left and right. They're not 100%. So the Buffalo Bills, man, I don't think they're definitely gonna beat the 49ers. So I'm picking the Bills to win this game. And then we're gonna go to the we're gonna have a Tuesday game. Another Tuesday game because of the COVID-19. So we're gonna have Dallas versus the Baltimore Ravens on Tuesday Night Football. Now there's no point spread on here, and there's no over and under. But I don't think the Dallas Cowboys could beat the Ravens. The Ravens, man, they came close to beating them, beating the Steelers last weekend. But RG3, he looks pretty good, He looked pretty good, but he's not that great. So give me the Ravens to win this game, man. So those are the picks for week 13. So if you're any Bears fan or like the NFL, subscribe to my channel. Like my video, give me a huge thumbs up, turn on those notifications, and join the King Pookie Nation Army, and I'll post all the greatest news that's about the NFL. So this is King Pookie, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.